Hi, good morning. How you guys? Good morning, good morning. I am Tara. So I said I was going to do something else this morning because last night I called myself starting a video and I had to stop twice, but I did upload them and I made it through. I got the point across. The point did come through the reading. That's all that matters, I guess. So I hope everyone's morning is blessed. I'm going to see if I can get through this without getting too hot. It's already getting hot. And I'll just set the air. But let's see what we got for this morning read. Thank you, Father. Thank you so much for this day. I ask you to guide my hands and guide my heart as always. May I give a truthful, honest reading. Okay. We're starting with confidence. Confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to hold. Please fill me with your confidence of love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Okay, what we got for confidence? Yeah, it's probably pertaining to last night. Someone needed courage. Someone needed courage. Despair. Seems like it's a pickup from the one from last night. So last night there was courage. I really can't remember. But I do know courage was the first card to come out. So today, confidence is the first card to come out. And despair. Forgiveness. That was the other card. So, someone is definitely, we had disappointment yesterday. Someone is in despair. They need confidence. They need courage. Someone needs to do something. Someone needs to say something. I need your divine interception right now, O great spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to the highest plan. May I be your peaceful vessel for love. That's what someone is having courage with. That's where the confidence comes in and despair. Someone can't express themselves. Someone don't know how to communicate. I said that yesterday. Someone don't know how to express love. Someone is afraid of that word. Work. Work and money. Confidence, work, and money. Confidence, despair, work, and money. This may have something to do with work. This may have something to do with work. I am now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering from the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Money. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and source for all. I don't need to cling to fear nor gain loss. Oh God, I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. I should have brought tissue because my allergies are at it. And the morning's just getting started. I haven't even walked out the door yet. Double mission. So, this is the blessed oracle. This is the oracle. This is the blessed one. So, confidence, despair, work, and money. What is this leading to? Before I open with the tarot. Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. That falls under confidence. So maybe that's why the confidence isn't quite built yet. It may not be time. Someone may need to wait. It may not be that they don't have the confidence to do it. They may be in despair about doing some things because it's not yet time. So there is a waiting period. There is killing time and Someone's not patient. Big picture thinking. Palladius energy. Visionary. Inspired ideas. So that falls under despair. Someone's projects, ideas, something that they may have been bringing to the table, wanted to say. Someone's in despair. Someone can't do that. They're not comfortable with doing that. You got the love. Codependency and boundaries falls under work. Maybe it's an attachment there. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, make love to life. That falls under money. Venus energy, pleasure, make love to life. Someone may be coming across some moolah, some fetish, some dough. Yeah. Someone may have to release some things in order for these things to come in. You've got the love, but there's codependency and boundaries here under work. Someone's about to receive something. It may be a new job, it may be money, but someone has definitely been in despair. Maybe they've built the confidence or about to build up their confidence. They've realized they're in despair. They don't like it. It has to do with work or money maybe as well. Not a guarantee, but someone is definitely in despair, and it has to do with work and money and their confidence. It's going to take big picture thinking. But right now, it may be time to just wait. Right now, it may be time to wait. Someone may be codependent as far as their job. I see filler. It may have to definitely do with work. Someone may want to change jobs, change energies, change environments. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. There he is. There's that little cute card. He's waiting on that floaty for her to come get in that water. He said, come on. Come on. She said, I'm coming. Wait a minute. Let me take off my cover. I'm coming. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy. There's pleasure, joy, make love to life. A lot of us are doing that. And not necessarily with a mate or a partner. You're making love to life alone. That is loving life. Once you start loving you, that is loving life. And everything else falls into place in due time. Put it that way. What do we have for confidence and weight? Why is it here? Confidence. They're kind of contradicting. High priestess. She's confident. She knows. She knows a lot. Let's say that. She has a higher knowing, higher understanding, deeper knowing. There's confidence with that. Hangman. It's in reverse. That's despair over the hangman. Big picture thinking. So someone's coming out of this hangman mode and they are having big picture thinking. They've been in despair. They don't like that space. They don't like being in despair. They know that they need big picture thinking. Someone is definitely a visionary. So they're coming out of hangman mode to understand this, to get it set, done, and afoot. Trust. Trust. Where work is guiding you, where you're led for work, what you need to be doing for work. Outside of what you may do, you have another assignment. Trust that. You've got the love. Maybe it's helping others through codependency and boundaries. Well, look who flipped over in the deck. Under money. That's where she should go, but I'm just going to put her back because she flipped over. What do we have for money? Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. Pleasure. Joy. Make love to life. All my finances are now in divine order. Devil's play. No one's in hangman mode. Trust what's going on around you. Trust what's going on around you. This is the first card. This is the last card that came out. She knows about this devil's play and what's going on around. It's got something to do with work, too. Work, money, despair. There's despair here. Trust about this devil energy and what's going on around you. Trust it. It's got to do with your money. But all in all, even though this card is here and money is over the top and surrender to the sweetness, you're going to do just that. You're going to surrender to the Venus energy. You're going to make love to life just as you've been doing and act like you don't even see this existing. But you know, you're definitely not in hangman mode. Trust that. It's devil energy going on around you. And it may be, I see work here. I see despair. I see confidence. And I see money. So someone's going to have to stand strong. Logic. This high priestess knows logic is here. And she's confident about it. He, she, they're confident about this. There's no misunderstanding with what she knows. But wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. There's something maybe going on in somebody's shop. At work. Maybe something you know. Maybe something you understand. Something you're privy to. Use logic. Be logical. Be the high priestess and just wait. Hold that knowing. Ground that knowing, that understanding. Because you're an inventor. Hold that. Hold that. Because you're going to need it. You're definitely going to need that. Be logical about it. Don't make any rash decisions. Trust. Big picture thinking. Confidence is key. What do we have for trust? Strength. Work, you've got the love, trust, and strength. It's going to take just that. It's going to take strength. To hold your composure, it's going to take strength for you to be logical. It's going to take strength for you to remain logical. The high priestess is here. She's a filler. So being a filler, you can get all in your feels when it comes to a lot of things, but don't get in your feels. Don't. Stay logical. Stay grounded. Stay firm. Because there's some shit about to hit the fan. Literally. I said that last night. And it's out again this morning. So I use these cards a lot for the ones that want to say, oh, use another set of cards. I'm not, unless I'm called to. Because every time I pull these cards, I get just the energy of what it is. I get that energy. It comes out through the cards. A lot of times my readings are really love readings. But when these type of things need to come out, they come out. They definitely come out. A lot of the cards that are really positive just don't come out. They're not going to come out because the energy that is going to tell me what is. This right here is a repeat basically from last night. Someone needs strength. Trust that. It's pertaining to work. Some things you probably didn't know, didn't see, didn't understand. You're about to find out about this codependency and boundaries. It's going to take some strength. Disappointment is out again under devil's play. Who's disappointed? And why is devil's play here with disappointment? See, the Hierophant under logic. God is in the midst. The Death card is here. Some things are about to be known about. Not just to you. Some things about to be known about to a lot of people. People are about to be put on game, basically. They're about to be put on game to everything that has been going on. Things they weren't privy to. But some people are going to be disappointed because they're going to realize that there was a lot of devil's play being done. It could have had to do with money. People are probably getting paid to do some of these things. But look who's here. Who's been watching? The High Priestess is here. Have confidence. The Hierophant is here. You have your knowing. You have these knowings. They're correct. They're correct. But wait, be logical. Let everything play out. Someone's out of hangman mode. Let everything play out. And someone's been trying to be an inventor. Let everything play out because it's about to be a death put to it all. Let everything play out. Because just like devil's play is here, God is here. It's about to be a death put to a whole lot of things. When the walls come tumbling down, when the walls come tumbling, when the walls. I kept singing that song all weekend. I ain't heard that song since I was a little bitty little girl. All I remember is when I used to hear it in stores. I'd be out with my mom or something. Come tumbling down. I remember that. Yep. This negativity is about to come tumbling down. When the walls come tumbling down. Have strength. It fell on top of disappointment. Negativity definitely fell on disappointment. Someone is in a very, very, very bad place. Someone is in a very bad mindset. Due to negativity. They've been disappointed. Maybe someone has been lied to. They're needing strength. It's caused negativity. It's caused disappointment. There'll be a depth to it. Some things are about to come tumbling down. When the walls come tumbling down. When the walls. Yep. Balance and creativity. It's about oh wow, the inventor, the death card, and creativity. There was despair falls over despair, big picture thinking. Someone is in despair and they need to think outside of the box, but they're coming out. They are coming out of it. The hangman is in reverse. Someone has been inventing, and maybe that's what someone is finding out. Someone has been inventing, but it would be a dead put to it if it hasn't already been a dead put to it, because they were inventing hyped up creativity. It was creative. It was creative. Someone's been lied to. Trust that. It's going to take strength. It may take a lot of strength for you to not knock their dome off. It may take negativity has been here, a lot of it. It's going to take you some strength. It brought disappointment. All because of people wanting to be in devil's play. That did not have balance, was not balanced, but they were creativity. That was creativity. They were very creative. Why's negativity here? Disappointing. The sun. But to me, the sun is in reverse. Their disappointment. It's disappointment and negativity. So the sun is not out for someone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only clouds when she's away. Or he's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Yep. Because she needs balance. Not negativity. Anybody got time for that? Life is too short. And if you can't bring this balance and godlike energy to a person that has confidence, that's the high priestess, because she has confidence. Somebody else needs to gain some. You will always miss the sunshine then. Yep. You will always miss that ray of sunshine. Art. Yep. Because her hands are open for more, giving, offering, accepting. It's a rainbow behind her. This person would bring balance, their balance. I see reflection. Someone is definitely reflecting. Yes, they are. That sunshine is gone. It's in reverse. I see seer. The sunshine is gone. Why is art here? Death being brought to some of this hyped up creativity. And someone's going to need strength. And like I said just a minute ago, they may need strength to keep from knocking somebody's dome off. Or to keep from spazzing out on somebody. But then sometimes you may need to. You may have to spaz out on people. You got the love. Boundaries. You have to put up boundaries. Some people don't get it when you say it nicely. They don't comprehend it. It don't click. Some people understand hood language. So you have to get a little hood. They'll get it. What we have for art? The Emperor is here. Yeah, Mr. Emperor. Your sunshine is gone, baby. It's gone. Your creativity that you have tried at this point, that's why you're in despair. You've been an inventor. And it wasn't inventing in a positive manner to bring balance. And you wasn't logical about it. You had some creativity about it. Oh, you're very creative, artistic. But this high priestess saw all the negativity mhm, that you brought. Now it's going to take strength to get you out of this. It's going to take strength to get you out of it. Your sun is flipped. It's upright. It is. But as I look at the cards, disappointment is upright and the sun is going up towards the disappointment. And devil's play is behind all of it. And someone probably told you to surrender to the sweetness, make love to life, pleasure and joy. But it came with devil's play. It came with devil's play. It came with disappointment. Now your sunshine is gone. My sunshine has gone. Yep, that one. That one. What we got? Spirit, God, you got a funny sense of humor. Yes, you do. Dullness. Yeah, they're dull. Their sunshine is gone. And they're in disappointment. Yeah, they're dull. They're in dullness. Why are you in dullness? You were happy. You were happy at one point. Why are you now dull? Confidence, despair, work, and money. So somebody used that as a crutch. That's possible. It could be pertaining to your work. It really could. You could be finding out something at work that you wasn't privy to. It's going down. That's one scenario. Another scenario is someone had a lot of confidence, but they're really in despair. Truly, at heart, they're in despair. They show confidence. I'm not going to say exude, that's the wrong word. They give off confidence. They're really in despair. They may work a lot, and they're all about money. But now, under that, they didn't surrender to the sweetness and to the love and to the joy. They waited. Under that, here comes the story. Here comes the storyline. Here's the plot. It was all in devil's play. And someone is disappointed. But what they didn't realize is this is who she was. So your creativity didn't fly so well. It didn't. It didn't fly so well. It didn't. Take off. Mr. Emperor, what do you got going on? Yeah, not much. Your ecstasy is in reverse. Negativity, ecstasy fell under that. That's what you're missing right now. Trust that. Ecstasy is in reverse for this emperor. Dullness, upright, the emperor, and ecstasy in reverse. And these are cards I usually get upright. And it is, but it's how it's meeting with negativity. The same as disappointment and the sun. They're joining. Someone is definitely in negativity. Ecstasy is reversed. Sunshine is reversed. Nothing loving. Nothing. I said it. No, they're not. They're not happy. They're not in a happy place. Usually if I were to pull this card, it's right side up. This card is in reverse to me. And I see why it's in reverse. Ecstasy is in reverse. Well, there's a tower. Someone is going through a tower. I got the tower last night. It could have to do with money. It could have to do with money. It could have to do with love. It could have to do with a relationship. It could have to do with trickery, about money, about a relationship. Devil's play fall in this order. Devil's play is here. And up under the devil comes disappointment, the sun in reverse, and the tower. That's what it brings you. That's what it's going to bring. Yeah, because there was no integrity involved. There was no integrity. So that's what you got. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. Mm-hmm. You were brought a tower. Why is integrity here with the tower? Someone should have used integrity. Someone's flying their ass out of that tower right now as we speak. You got the Hermit in reverse. Falls under the Emperor. Success is upright. And breakthrough is in a blockage position. Someone's in hermit mode. Someone's doing a lot of thinking. Why success here, though? Breakthroughs. Breakthroughs in a blockage position, so I can't necessarily say they're coming out of it. They're coming through this breakthrough. Nope. Sorrow's on the bottom of the deck. But why success here? The Magician. Falls under integrity. So someone's going to have to make some things happen. Someone's going to have to trust themselves and their skill set, and they're going to have to use integrity, but they're going to have to pull themselves up by their bootstrings. They're going to have to get some things going. They're going to have to, oh my, these braids. They're going to have to make some things happen. They're going to be the magician. They're going to push forward. They're going to do it. There's success here. They're not liking this energy of negativity, dullness, devil's play. They don't like being disappointed. They don't like that their sunshine is gone. They do not see the player card in reverse. They don't like it. They did like it. Oh, it was all fun. It was all great. Just a week ago. Change. Oh, I lost where I was going. Okay. Change. Oh, no, that goes here. Change. Change goes under the Hermit. What do we have for success? I see the knower tried to come out. Someone's going through a change. Harmony. They're going to be successful going through this change. They're going to be successful. They're going to take steps to go through this change. They don't like the energy that they're in. They want this change. They're going to be the magician to bring themselves change, to bring this harmony in their life, to bring balance. Right now, their breakthrough is in a blockage position because of a tower. They feel blocked. They feel stagnated. I say an illumination. What do we have for harmony? What do we have? They want equanimity. They want harmony. They want this change. They want a breakthrough because they want equanimity. You got to do the work. Your tower is here. So now you have to deal with everything that towers put you through. Somebody probably never even realized what going through a tower was. They were like, oh, it's just a bad time. No, it's a bad moment for a reason. Yeah, we all go through life cycles and things through life that life just naturally brings. Yeah, that's one thing. But then there's another energy that comes when you've done malicious things to people intentionally, and that's called karma. And that tower is not very easy. And this breakthrough is not going to be very easy. Someone wants equanimity. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It's hurting them. It's like I can literally feel somebody is hurt and they don't like the energy that they're in. God is here. Trust that. Trust part is here too. Why is equanimity here for breakthrough? Someone's world is flipped upside down. Someone put money first. Someone put money above all. And that's probably why. Reward. Someone got a reward. Someone put money above all things. They gained a reward from this. Now they want equanimity. It wasn't worth that reward. The money, whatever was given, money is at the top of the reading. It wasn't in good standing. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good thing. Reward is here on the Magician. Maybe they want the correct reward now. They're dull. They're in dullness. They don't want to play no more. They want equanimity and they want a reward. The right thing, the right call. They want to make the right call. They want to have success. They want to make a change. They want harmony. Rewards. See the moon trying to come out. Chariot. Falls under change. Moving, going places, or this could be literally a water sign. Everyone is on the board. We have fire, earth, water. Number 7. I see the moon. Somebody's got secrets. Somebody needs to talk. They need to tell you something. They're probably not going to tell it. They probably never tell it. But the problem is she already knows. So it's going to be a problem. It's going to be an ongoing problem if they don't speak the truth. It's going to be an ongoing problem if they don't use logic and tell the truth. Use integrity. You'll never get the reward. Because the problem is somebody needs to understand that they know. They know. Maybe they're just waiting on you to speak your truth. The universe is here as well. There's the knower. Somebody needs to speak the truth to get this equanimity and a breakthrough, because it's never going to come if you don't tell the truth. They already know it. Now on top of this, you got the knower out here. Einstein definitely knows. He was very highly intelligent. So, good luck. If you're still trying to one-up someone that already knows, Emperor, you're on the board, Emperor. You're hiding something. You're hiding that you want to make a change. You're hiding that you want to move forward. You're hiding that you want to get your life right. You're hiding. That's why you can't have this breakthrough. That's why your disappointment. That's why your sun is upside down. Now you want equanimity and success. Your ecstasy is in reverse, but your negativity is flipped right side up. Fear. You're fearful. And you can't be in fear trying to gain a reward. You can't. It's going to take you to step outside of yourself for this change. It's going to take you to step outside the building, outside the house, and move to get in the chariot. It's going to take movement to even do that. The chariot moves, but you got to change first in order to do a move. Yeah. What do we have for fear? But someone is definitely afraid. What I need to see. Yep. Narrowness. That's why they're afraid. They can't come out of this narrowness. They're in fear, negativity, and narrowness. So if you're stuck in these things, which are very negative, very downplaying, how are you going to get in the chariot to move? How are you going to get the change? How? How's it going to happen? How are you going to get the success and harmony? How are you going to come through this breakthrough? How are you going to get equanimity? You'll steady be in disappointment. I saw purity. You'll continuously sit in disappointment. Your sun will be continuously flipped upside down. Seeker. They're seeking it. They are definitely seeking to gain this understanding on how to go about this change. Trust yourself. Trust your higher power. What do we have for Noah? What do we have for the Noah and the Seeker? What do you need me to see? The Lovers, the Rejoicer. The Lovers, the Rejoicer, and the Star. Someone's afraid to make a move towards you. Know her. You know it. Exactly what I said. Someone is in fear and someone is in narrowness. But they're seeking you. They want harmony with you. They're in negativity. And they're afraid because they are in they know they're in negativity. And because they're afraid that they won't gain success with you, ecstasy with you, harmony with you, balance with you, the universe with you. They're seeking, but they're still in narrowness. They need to make this change. It's an emperor that's been definitely in hermit mode, that was not aware of a whole lot of things that you know. So now that they may understand that you know, now they have an understanding of it. They know what you know. That's why they're afraid. That's why fear is here, narrowness, and the knower. The knower knows. You have the Lovers here. You have the Rejoicer here. And you have the Star here. The reward would be that they want to be with you. They want to be your lover. They're in fear. They know you're the Rejoicer, but they're narrow-minded. They don't know how to handle that part of you. Their narrowness gets in the way. It bothers them. I said that in another reading. Your happiness, your joyfulness, your energy intimidates someone. It makes them feel some type of way because they're not like that. But it's okay that they're not like that because that's the balance. They bring something other than what you bring. This is what you are to them, your star quality. They're seeking that. There's a seeker here. Harmony is above that success. They want this success with you. They look at you as a star. And a rejoicer. And a lover. I see brilliance. And Noah is here. You know that. Feel her? Why we have the Lovers, Woman of Cups, and the Star? What I need to see. What I need. Oh, wow. The Seer fell on top of the Knower. The Seer knows. The Seer definitely knows. They know because they have ancestors that are guiding them to help them understand things, and they trust that. They trust that. Someone understands that this star is the seer. They understand that this high priestess is just all in the one. They're seer. Mm-hmm. I see why you're fearful. It's gonna be really hard to gain a reward from them, from a person like this. If you've been in devil's play and in a tower, now that they know, that's gonna be a real hard challenge. It's gonna be a really hard uphill battle. What do we have? Anything else I need to see for the Lovers, the Woman of Cups, Star, and the Seer? Anger is in reverse. Yeah. That's why they're at them. That being in reverse is why they're sick. That's what's getting them. Oh, wow. Fulfillment fell on top of the Star. And I'm going to lay it back right there. That's what's getting them. That they're not an angry person. You may try to trigger them. This person, this Emperor, could try to trigger someone to do things to make them angry. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. They're a rejoicer, and they look at you as narrow-minded. Fulfillment naturally goes under the rejoicer. They're full of joy. They bring fulfillment. They also understand that you're a happy love. That's why anger falls in reverse up under the Lovers. You're a happy love. And you're the reward. That's why they're fearful. They're in fear. Somebody is messed up. Somebody has messed up, and that's why they're in this tower, and you cannot save them from it. There's the Empress. She falls under the Star and with fulfillment. Someone knows that's why they're fearful. That's why they're in this tower, and you cannot help them. Empress. You can't help them. Yeah, the Empress would be happy. This is in reverse. Opposite of anger would be happiness. Fulfilled. Rejoicing. Seer. Now I see why you feel some type of way. Purity. And courage is at the bottom of the deck. Well, she's courageous. Of course she is. She's a little warrior. And so are they. They're going to protect her. Yes, they're going to protect her. Someone is going through it. And they're going through it because of the energy that a person like this would carry. Everything that needs to come out in the beginning came out in the beginning. Someone was in devil's play. Their world has come to a halt. They were an inventor. They were creating some negative things. They were creating some negativity. They put themselves in disappointment and brought themselves some towers. They turned their own sunshine upside down. Now, they're afraid. They want the reward. They want the change. They're narrow-minded. Because they realize what's gone. Now they realize what's gone. Courage. Now they realize what is no longer here. Everybody don't bring the same energy. And when you think you can go out and just get it anywhere willy-nilly, it don't work that way. Then you have to learn the hard way. Yeah. That's where the fear comes in, because how do you come back and ask? Some people would rather sit and sulk in it. How do you come back from that when you were wrong? I see illumination. Delusion. How do you come back from it when you were wrong? She don't have time to play no games with you. You better make this change. She made it. That's how she became the Empress. Equilibrium. She made the change. You better make this change. Be the fool. Because that's how they became. You're delusional. You're delusional. That's how they became the Empress. They made a lot of changes. They went through a lot of negativity. They went through a lot of towers. They went through despair. They went through all of that. They sure did. The Empress can't be an Empress without trials. The Empress can't be an Empress without tests. She can't. You don't get to claim that title if you haven't gone through anything. That's how you make that title. That's how you become the Empress. It's not given freely. It's not. It's work. And it's always work. And it's still a work in progress every day. Every day. But what she's not going to deal with is delusional people. You're not going to take her off her rocker. I've been saying that. Before you take her off of her rocker, they're probably going to take you off of yours. They're going to start making you feel the same way you tried to make them feel. You start saying, oh, you're weird, you're crazy, you're this, you're that. Yeah, I'll be all that. At the end of the day, I'm still that. At the end of the day, still this. And I can see through all your shit. So you can say anything you want to say, how you want to say it. But what she really does realize or recognizes that in people like that try to reflect who they are on you, they're delusional. They're delusional. I ain't go to school for nothing to learn some of the stuff I learned to be a therapist. And I remembered it. A lot of people are just that. Pull a few clarifiers. Somebody is struggling with this breakthrough, and they are going to struggle with this breakthrough because they need to set boundaries. They need to work on themselves. They have to work on themselves. I see the Chariot, Judgment, and the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like someone is working. Maybe they're working on themselves. They're under judgment. Again, here we are, different cards, same thing. Chariot is out again. Judgment is here. They're working. Judgment has been called. Moving forward. Judgment is here. And it's a work in progress, but it's here. And that's the truth. But we do have trust here already. The Ace of Swords. Now that's the truth. Judgment is here. So maybe somebody's taking the time to work on themselves. They're probably tired. Yeah, they're probably tired from all these options. Yeah. They're probably tired. So they're taking the time to work on themselves. Seven of Cups. Somebody had some options. A lot of them, too. And they thought you couldn't see it. I saw the Hierophant. I saw the Three of Swords, too. Foot hit the floor. Three of Cups. So you got 7 cups and you got 3 cups. So somebody's been, yeah. Right now, this is not a happy card. Not in this situation. So they had the 7 of Cups. They had many options. Now they got the 3 of Cups, so they toasting to the options. Yeah, they're toasting to these options. Probably like, yeah. I got this one, I got that one, I can do this, I got this one on the string, I got this one doing this. She'll jump, say how high. Yeah, that. And they talking about it. But little do they know, this is what you were dealing with. You thought that's what you was going to have, somebody dangling on the string and say, jump. How high? No, not the Empress. Not her. She's not finna do that. Mm-mm. She'll compromise with you, but she's not finna do too much jumping and saying how high. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Didn't I say it? I saw it. She's not finna do it because she already knows what's been going on behind the scenes. She know there were options. She saw it. She's the high priestess. Not only is she the high priestess, she's the empress. So if you're not going to come to her and tell her, she's going to find out. There it goes. There's the Three of Swords. Somebody brought some heartbreak, and they think you don't know. Now they want to offer you this little page of cups, this little fish in this cup. They're going to bring you an offer. They're going to try to sneak in the gate. They're going to try to sneak behind the gate. After this Three of Swords. Now they're sitting there thinking in the Three of Wands energy. Why did I do that? Now what am I going to do? Why did I do that? Why I didn't put any thought into it? Why I didn't think? Why I didn't think before this? Why I didn't think? Why I didn't think? Now you want to bring this, and you're thinking about how you're going to bring it. But you're fearful. You're fearful. Yeah, you're fearful. And you're in narrowness. And you're in negativity. With the Tower. So now, yeah, you have all the time in the world to think about all the options and toasting and partying and party and bull and party and what and party. Yeah, you got all the time to think about it. Judgment is here now. And she don't want any parts of it. None. They can take the little rinky-dink options and the Three of Swords you thought you brought and kick rocks. That's how the Empress feels. And keep working on your money. Keep on working because you're under judgment. And the Empress don't want to be in the way of no tower. She's had her own. What do we have? What do we have for Spirit Wands? Six of Swords. Yeah, they thinking about how they gonna get away. Or how they can get away. Because they want it. They definitely want it. They want it. They want this with you. They want the Ten of Cups with you. They want the happy family. Little kiddos. Nah. No more of that. It's time to enjoy my life. Too old to be having kids. No kids coming from this. No more. Done. But maybe they want your little dress to be all red and tattered too at the bottom. Maybe that's what they want, to bring you hell. Not just happiness, but bring you hell too. So, someone wants to move forward. They want to try to set a foot. And they know they're under judgment, but they're going to try to bring all of that around where you are. They're going to really try. They're going to try. But you gotta, you see what I'm talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna try to bring all of this around that we just saw. Want this, but this is still in the way. So what are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about that? Because you're under judgment. So this needs to be talked about. It needs to be told. All truths must come out. Then you wonder why you're in this tower, because you haven't been honest. That's why your sunshine is upside down. It's not that hard to figure it out. You know why you're in this situation. Yeah, Temperance just flipped over. The Angel of Balance. You know why you're in this situation, because you didn't temper it. You didn't do right. You wasn't honest. There are secrets still here, and Temperance is still here waiting, like, waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Because you're under judgment. You know what you did. You know what you did. And you know who you did it to. Yep. Can't do that. What do we have? Ace of Pentacles. We got money a lot on the table. Maybe that's what somebody want to bring you an offer. They're going to probably try to give you something. Yeah, look what flipped over in the deck. They've been juggling. So now they want to try to bring you something. Look what's on the back of the deck. He is in disappointment. Money is not going to cut it. This is not going to get it. This won't bring me back health, great health, prosperity, money. No. No. It's not going to bring me back that balance of a healthy balance. No. Mm-mm. You can only do so much with money. You can go to the doctor and probably do certain things to help bring you back in balance, but that's not what I mean. I mean that natural balance that you naturally carry without all the extra. I don't do pulls and tucks and lifts and stuff to give me back my revitalization. No, no, no. No, I don't do all of that. That's a natural thing for her with balancing those things and bringing that balance of her vitality and her energy and everything that comes with that. That's naturally of her to bring that balance. That's who she is. So for you to try to bring a peace offering or a bribe, that's not going to work. Because she's been through this. So you got to play catch up from all of this that you thought she didn't know about. You tried to play her. You tried to play her. And got played. Knight of Swords. You coming in angry? What you gonna do? Check me? What you gonna do? Check me, boo? You gonna try? You put your little sword down. Go and put it down. Go and lay it down. Lay it down, lay it down. Lay it down. Yeah, lay that down. Lay it right on down. Go back in your little cut. Work on your money. Watch it stack. Look what came out. Yeah, you can't say much. There's nothing you can really say. All you can do is look because you've been busted. You've been busted. It's all over your grill. You've been busted. Yeah. It's all over your grill. Pick your face up. Your lip just hit the ground. I don't know which one, top or the bottom. It looked like your body just hit the ground too. Yep. 10 of Swords. Now you got the 10 of Swords. You put 3 in somebody. Now you got 10. Pick your lip up off the ground. Pick yourself up. Somebody may come by and pull the swords out and scoop you up off the ground. But it won't be her. And it won't be this rejoicing either. And it won't be her either. She's too tall to bend over and pull them out your bag. Yeah. Anything else I need to see, Spirit? The World is here. And we have the Tower again. Yeah. Yeah. I see the Death card. Again. Popped over in the deck. Someone is going through a 10 of Swords and the Tower. But see, that's what they've done to someone else. Strength card in reverse. They don't have the strength. This 10 of Swords, along with this Tower, they have no strength. They have no strength. They need help. They they probably need your help. They need help. They need help. They know what they've done. They know what they've done. We have a King of Swords here. What's the King of Swords here? Strength card in reverse. It's a lot of cards, but it's 3. I'm going to use them. 2 people have been left out in the cold, but justice is here. And you got the 9 of Wands. Justice is here. Someone is beat, bruised, battered, knocked upside the head, all the above. And they're in the 10 of Swords and the Tower. But they know why they're in the 10 of Swords and the Tower. Justice is here. Judgment is here. 5 of Pentacles was here. This person left 2 people in the cold. Now justice is here. The Fool. And that's just what's on the card. It's 2 people. Doesn't necessarily mean 2 people were left out in the cold, but someone was left behind, left out of something, just left to fend for themselves. How are you really going to fend for yourself when you're already battered and bruised and broken? That baby has a broken foot. And the mama look like she's barely making it. But yeah. They want to offer you an Ace of Wands now, along with this Ace of Pentacles and this 10 of Cups. But why? Why is it relevant? Why? And who went back? Who? Why is the Ace of Wands even here? There she goes again. They want to offer this to the Empress. But she wasn't far off in the first set. There she goes again. Somebody got this to offer her. They want to offer her this. This. Really? Oh, probably a 10 of Pentacles too. Ace of Pentacles. Sorry. Ace of Pentacles. Some money. They feel like that would be justice. That would be justified. They feel like that would be justified in this right here. Because they put you through all of this. All of this. So now they feel like that'll be justified because now this is how they feel. For them juggling. So now they're like, oh, well, can we be lovers? Because the Lovers card is here from this first deck. Oh, can we? No. Jeez. No. No. Always make a joke, say she wears this muumuu well. She wears it all the time. It's down to her damn ankles. Once they saw her out of it, it's like, whoa, you got all that behind there? You got that behind there? Why you always wearing them big old clothes? Like, that's what you got behind that? Girl, let me offer you a little something. Yeah, maybe I want to offer you a little some of this too, and I'll give you all of this too. Yeah, but no. Now it's time to pay the piper. Justice is here. And so is judgment. Because you did this to a person that really didn't mean to bring any harm to no one. Pure at heart person. Page of Wands. Yeah, they're sad. You're a page. They're going on off in the background. The moon is looking at them like, bro, messed up. Like, the moon looks like, I see you. You messed up. It's all right. Just gone on your little wander. Because once you go on your little wander, this is who you're going to end up becoming. You're going to need the little light right there. You become the hermit now. So someone is about to go into a wandering. They're just discouraged. They're disappointed. They're in disappointment. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Because that's who she was. The rejoicer is here again, the Queen of Cups. That's the Empress. That's what she brings, nurturing and love. But this is what somebody tried to do to them. They tried to steal from them. They did. The Page of Swords in reverse. They tried to steal from them. King of Wands is here. They tried to take from this Empress. Knight of Cups in reverse. Why is he in reverse with the Page of Swords in reverse? These Knights and Pages. So Knights and Pages don't stand a chance to step up to an Empress, though. That's the thing. So is that why they're fearful? They don't stand a chance to step up to the Empress. Not being a star, is that why they're fearful? Or is this a star? I see the Hierophant. Someone's probably going to be courageous. Someone's probably going to be bold. I see the Two of Swords in reverse. Someone's probably going to be courageous. They're going to get the guts. They're going to get the guts. They're the Lovers again. Someone's going to get the guts to step to their star or their Empress. They want it. They want it. It's out here twice. They want it bad. They're going to try to justify every means, every reason. Yeah, they want it. There's the Two of Wands. They want it. They want it bad. They're going to try to justify every means, every way they can to maneuver through this situation to get to her. They're going to try. They're going to come back around to get to her. They want justice. They want justice. Not understanding that justice and judgment is upon them, but they still want the justice. They want it. They need to learn how to say, I'm sorry, and ask for forgiveness for this juggling and this Three of Swords, though. Because offering an Ace of Pentacles and some Ace of Wands really ain't going to cut it. Not for her. You got her twisted. You got her messed up. I can't say some stuff on here. Yeah, you got her messed up. So you just stay right there, deep in thought, until you figure out what you're going to do. King of Pentacles. Because her, I don't care what color she come in, she ain't going for it. She ain't going for the okie doke. It's not happening. She's been through enough of these type of things throughout life. She's not dealing with the okie doke. If you can't come correct, don't come at all. Yeah, you can't come correct, meaning being fair, half and half, don't come at all. Just stay where you are. There's no reason. No reason. None at all. At all. At all. I said I was going to do the longest one I could today because I kind of miss readings. And once I start doing them, I love them. Sometimes it takes me forever to build myself up to get to do it because I swear, sometimes I come in from work, I don't want to do nothing but rest. I see individuality. What do we have? What do we have? Because this reading I just did was a hot mess. In their shoes. Yeah, this is how they're going to come back to you. Please understand. Can you try to understand where I'm coming from? Oh, you ain't going to listen? You don't want to see what I'm talking about? You're not trying to... You don't want to be in their shoes because you don't want that toxic ass energy. So no, you're not going to try to understand and you're not going to be in their shoes. Not with this. Not with what I just finished reading now. But you want to be what? You do want to be in your bag. Yours. You ain't worried about nobody else's. But do you want to be in their shoes? No, you do not. This is what you want. You want that fresh start. Yes, you do. You want that fresh start to look over your shoulder and be like, yeah, it's all about me. It's all about me, 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 me. Forget about you, you, you. Now what you wanna do. Are you gonna get up? Get up, babe. Maya. Yeah, her. Yep. Fresh start. A release ritual, 9 times out of 10, dealing with 3 of swords and heartbreaks and negativity. And no. We're about to do a fresh start, a release ritual, whichever one comes first. Release ritual, so you can have your fresh start. Fresh start, do your release ritual. In their shoes? No, I don't think so. But keep on daydreaming, baby. Keep doing it. That brings your downloads. Dreaming. Hey. Man, I must be dreaming. Huh, for real. Man, I must be dreaming. You've been in solitude. You know what it is. You know what time it is. You know what the energy is. You've gone through the solitude for so long, on and off. You don't mind going back into it again. You'll just drop everything. I'm going into solitude. I don't feel like being bothered with nobody. Oh, I'm turning the phone off. I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to watch TV. I'm going into solitude. You take different routes when you decide you're going to go in solitude. Yes, you do. Momentum, got that. And you've got outer strength. You know what you're made of. You know what you're capable of. You know what you're built of. You know what you are. Somebody needs to seek guidance. It's on the bottom of my deck. There's about to be a great crumble. Everything is about to go. When the walls come tumbling down, when the walls come tumbling, when the walls. Yeah, didn't I just get through singing that song earlier? There you go, the great crumble. That wall is falling. Sure is. Feel sorry for some. Because all you had to do was this. It's all you had to do. Choose love. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to do right. To do right by people. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not hard. It's a natural thing. I guess for some it is hard. It really is. But you chose what you chose. Now you got a great crumble. And choose love. Choose love. That's what I do. I choose love overall. Love is just a great feeling. Momentum, outer strength. Choose love. And maybe it would have been a little easier to do. All of this wouldn't have taken place if you would have done the right thing. But now someone is a love finder. And that's what they're choosing. Is love. And by them choosing that, I'm going to stop right here. There's their soulmate. They chose love. So their soulmate is here. They chose love. So their abundance is here. Couldn't ask for a better reading out of a negative one. Well, here we go. You guys have a blessed day. I have to get ready for work. And I will come back maybe later and do another video for you guys. But in the meantime, in between time, have a blessed day. And I thank you so much. Goodbye.